Alright guys, man, that on here once again, and big fucking news came out yesterday. They're remaking Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver for the Game Boy Color, regular Game Boy, for the DS. They're remaking this shit with Diamond and Pearl and Platinum graphics and shit for the Nintendo DS, not the DS side, the Nintendo DS. This is the greatest fucking news of fucking ever, cause this is what the fuck I wanted. Not leaf green. I mean, but come on, like when these first came out and shit, comparing them to the red, blue, and yellow, they fucking knocked them out the water. I mean, everything that this shit just brought to the series, the cell phone shit, little bar at the bottom of the health when you Pokemon goes up a level and shit, level indicator bar. Cause in red and yellow, like, they didn't tell you shit. You just knew it when they did it. You know, they didn't tell you shit. You just waited for it to go on the game level. You never know you gotta go to start and see how much level they got till they go next level and shit. But you can go back to Kento. I think it's called Kento. Kento. You can go back to that shit and this shit. God, they're bringing this. This is what the fuck we wanted, y'all. I mean, come on now. And they put it in the DS and everything that's in Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl, and like all the features and shit gonna be on this shit for the DS. So it's gonna be called SoulSilver and HeartGold when it comes out here for the DS. I mean, that's what it's called. So link in the description for the article. There isn't any information about it. It's just this is just their names and that they're announced and they are coming out. So they're coming out this year in Japan, and can't wait to see reviews on it and shit. So what I will get, fucking silver. That's what I had last time. I don't know how I got this shit. Cause I was a fucking beast in this shit, and when my battery died out in here, I fucking cried. Cause I had fucking everything. It took me like 10 times to beat Ash or Red. Yeah, Red. It was just crazy. This shit just. When he found out I go back to the old fucking city, old fucking country and shit, I cried. I was like, whoa, I can do this shit? But instead they took that shit out in later versions like Ruby and Platinum and shit. I was like, I can't go back to other cities now? That's bullshit. Because I expected it. And I hope the Safari Zone was back too. I was mad too back then. It's like, you know, I was thinking like, alright, so he lost his weight. So they say he was on a trip or some shit. And so I was like going around in the city looking for him and shit, like in the sea, just surfing around. If I find I can go back and access this shit, but later I found out you couldn't do that shit. So alright, so I bought Diamond when it first came out, and seriously I hope that they add more features to the online play, because the online play in Diamond and Pearl, I mean I'm talking about like DS, because I know the DS can't really do that much, but the trading shit is fucking shit. It's the most shittiest thing I've ever heard. I mean, it's good. I mean, I got some Pokemon that you can't get in Diamond and Pearl, so like I traded this one for the next one. I mean, for the one that you can't get. Let me see. It was I got a Mischievous. What can you got to trade for that? I forgot you got to trade for that. I think I got a Murkrow. I forgot, but I think it's that one. But I think Murkrow's not in. I don't fucking know. Go Google that shit. But all right, this is what Diamond and Pearl does. You have to put your Pokemon up for auction and just come back later and then see if somebody got it. And if you want to look for Pokemon, you got to look for that name. And you got to look for the name and see if somebody has it. Then you can trade for whatever they want for it. What I fucking wanted out of that shit was I want to see what Pokemon they want to offer. You know, like, so let me see. So if somebody wants to trade something for a Pikachu, I can search like who wants to trade for my Pikachu, and then I see what they got. You know. Cause that's way better than just searching every name and see if I got that, You know, just saying, you understand what I'm saying. Just search for what you want. No, search for there we go. Search for what you're willing to give up. That's what I want out of a feature for online. If I can search for what I want to give up, so if I got like a extra Marrow and shit like that, I'm searching through Marrow, see like who wants to trade for this Marrow, and I can just view with people that has stuff for me to get. That's what I fucking want out of that shit. That's what I wanted, but it wasn't in there. And I hope there's random online battles too. And hope they don't pull no bullshit like you can't talk to them. Because I only played online on Diamond like 3 times. Now it's with one guy I met on MySpace when it first came out. Another guy, my brother's friend. And I forgot at the time. But probably only 2 times then. But shit. I stopped playing it like before I caught Diagla. I don't know what the fuck his name is. Whatever, the guy in a box. I stopped playing it, but I started getting back into it like last month. And I'm just training my Pokemon and shit, trying to get everybody up levels and shit. I'm not going through the story because I bought the book when it came out, like Player's Guide and shit, thinking it was gonna be all good and shit. But so anyway, HeartGold, SoulSilver, And if you bought gold when you first picked up this shit, you suck, cause gold was shit. Seriously, that is ho-oh. Don't give a fuck about ho-oh. Ho-oh is shit. Fuck ho-oh. Look ya, motherfucker. Look all that. You got the spikes and shit. He was in a movie. They had a movie based on him. He controlled legendary birds and shit. What ho-oh got? What, first episode of Pokemon? He even look like this. He like something different. They changed his character design and shit. Well, at least that was foreshadowing that there was more Pokemon and shit, so that was kind of good. It was like, unidentified Pokemon, what the fuck, Ash? Update your Pokédex. So, well, yay! They're finally making this thing, and I don't know, people were complaining about the music and Fire Red and Leaf Green, saying like they should have had more nostalgic feel to it. Like it should have sounded more like an 8-bit than a Ruby and Sapphire soundtrack. I mean, how the music sounded and shit. But I mean, I don't know. But I never really looked at it like that. I just knew like I know it's a song and shit. It sounds like something I know. So I guess like basically they'll go back and try to cater to the fans, I guess. And these had the best music, seriously. Like that was the best shit. That was my favorite fucking song. I walked around cities for hours just listening to that song. Cause it didn't have like a music box in it. And the surfing theme in this shit is the best fucking theme ever. The best surfing theme of all time and shit. Right behind. No, this is in a league of its own. The surfing theme in this shit, the best. The best. So anyway, big news and shit. So it comes out, I think, fall this year in Japan. So English version probably mid. Let me see. Yeah, mid-year 010. And seriously, I'm getting this shit the day it comes out. And I'm playing this shit non-stop. Cause the features that's had into that and introduced this shit was fucking cool. And hopefully, DS is bigger than this shit. Like this shit. So hopefully they'll add more features to Kaito or Kento. I always called it Kento. I never like tried to spell it out and shit. I never said in the show. So hopefully they add more to it, cause it was kind of easy in Kento. I call it Kaito. So it was kind of easy and shit. Just I just went over there and did the battles, beat the gym leaders. The end. Add some more features to that shit. Hope they add go back and challenge the boss. I mean the gym leaders and shit. I'm just hoping shit. I don't know shit about it, but hopefully they just cater to the fans. Add some shit to it. Since it is a DS game and shit, they're skipping generations for this shit. So please, Nintendo, make that trading shit. I want to see what people will offer for something. I want to go search for the name and see if I got that. Cause everybody was fucking requesting Diagon and Perklika. I don't fucking, the two people in the box. I was like, what the fuck? Somebody was requesting one of them for a fucking level 29 Pichu and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Who the fuck will do that shit? Enjoy your hacked Game Shark Pokemon. That's all they're gonna do is trade for that shit. So anyway, alright, I talked enough. So expect these later on, and I will fucking buy these shits. Cause my silver battery ran out and it doesn't save anymore, and this had my thing on it, but nah. I forgot where I got this from. I think I stole it from somebody. I'm so naughty. Alright, so anyway, 2010. Alright, I want to add one more thing. So when you got access to Kaito and shit, wasn't the first thing you did when you got access to Celadon City was go to the fucking game corner and go to that fucking back wall with the poster at, where you got to the Team Rocket headquarters in the red, blue, and yellow, and the first thing you did was go to that poster and it said nothing happened. You looked under the poster, nothing was there. Damn well you did that shit. That's what I fucking knows about this shit. They had shit from the old games, like you was doing shit that you did back then when you had Ash or Red or Blue, whatever the fuck you want to call the guy and shit. God, they put like little hints and shit, like, and they was talking about Team Rocket got disemboweled by a teenager and shit, and now he lives in a cave. He went to his mom's house, somebody he lived in a cave and shit. What was that? I think it was called Red Cave or Unknown Cave, something like that. But keep that shit in, y'all. I don't know, just do it, please. And alright, it's on a DS, so way more space. Heck, let me go to Hoenn. Just at least let me search an island in Hoenn or some shit like that. And that battle tower and shit, keep that shit in there, and that's all I request from you.